God brought me through attacks that otherwise would have overwhelmed me. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what I'm going to say exactly, because I wrote the note down here in my notebook. This is how I do my videos. Over a month ago. But that point is never a moot point. It's a good point, because this whole program would overwhelm me if it wasn't for the Lord. If it wasn't for the Lord fighting them for me. If it wasn't for the Lord supernaturally at times shutting everything off. There's times where they were hitting me with so much sound and ultrasonic waves and DEWs and loud noise and neighbors, and in the middle of the night. And I woke up to go pee, and I'm just being bombarded. And I said, Lord, deliver me from evil. And they rumble and they rumble and they rumble like a demon that's mad because it's going to be cast out. And then it all silences. And then I just go to sleep. There's every aspect of this program I would not be able to endure. This program would overwhelm me if it wasn't for the Lord. If it wasn't for His holy word and following His word. Draw unto the Lord, and the Lord will draw unto you. Praise God. The Lord allowed me to find this verse quickly. James 4:8. Draw near to God, and He will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. James 4:8 ESV. So if God's not carrying you through this program in the way that you want to, I gotta let you beautiful born-again TIs know. It's not God's fault. It's not His fault. You've got to draw near to Him. Many of you absolutely need to open up your minds and your hearts to thinking that if I pay my tithes and offerings, because Malachi chapter 3 says you are cursed with a curse because you are robbing God of the tithes and offerings. Maybe my relationship would be stronger with God. Surely if I was still in the gay lifestyle and I was complaining about the program like so many TIs do, all they do is talk about the program. They rarely talk about how good God is. They rarely talk about the miracles. They just talk about the program and what the program did to me, this and that and the other. Some of them are getting into it with other TIs, and it's because if I was doing that and I was still in the gay lifestyle, surely you would say, well, if you weren't gay, you had your act right with God, maybe God would support you more. Or as of about a year ago, or less than a year ago, I was not interested in the gay lifestyle. I was kind of like done with it, but I still felt it was not sin if two dudes marry or two girls marry. If I still had that view, which is not biblical, okay, I was deceived, that's not biblical. Surely you would tell me, Neon, if you weren't holding this view that two dudes can get married or two girls can get married, maybe God would help you fight and you'd be right. God has cleaned up I'm not righteous. My righteousness is as filthy rags. God has cleaned up my life. He has made me do right by Him. And He's cleaned up my life sexually a whole bunch. And as a result, He's caused me to draw near to Him, and He draws near to me. And I'm telling you guys to do that. And in one area, a lot of TIs won't do it, is in tithes and offerings. If you are overwhelmed by this program, which the Lord rarely lets it overwhelm me, and He doesn't let it overwhelm me for a long period of time, draw near to God and get your acts together. God bless. Please help my humble channel grow. Like, subscribe, and share.